What is going on, guys? Slickby here, and today we're going to try out something new. I'm actually going to do a review of the j2m3. Now, I feel like I'm not much of a serious channel, and I kind of want to change that. I don't want to be completely serious where everything is serious, but I do want to do reviews every now and then and have some content that is real quality stuff. That's what I feel like I'm lacking at this point in time, and I feel like that's what I need to proceed even further in the YouTube game, so to speak. And I did throw up the quotations because life ain't a game. This ain't a joke. But we're going to do the j2m3 because I don't feel like a lot of people haven't really talked about this plane a lot. I have seen a lot of people fly it, but I do not see a lot of reviews on it. So we're going to talk about it a bit, see where it is, and see if you guys can get to it. So this plane is a Tier 4 Japanese interceptor. I say interceptor because that's what it was used for in real life. It was local air defense from airfields. So this plane, it has a very fast climb rate. It was meant to just take off, climb up to like B-17s or attacking planes or whatever they were, bombers, planes, shoot them down, and land. It did not really have a lot of fuel or anything in real life, just a very powerful engine. So this is a 5.0 BR Tier 4. But you have to grind through the N1Ks, which are 6.3. I find that very weird. I think it should just be ahead of the N1Ks, but, you know, Gaijin sometimes does not do the proper thing, but it's not a big deal. I do believe it costs 63,000 RP to research. I do not know personally because I have forgot. Obviously, I've unlocked this plane quite a while ago. Now, excuse me. My plane is not spaded, as you can see. I only have the fuselage repair, which is alright. These default rounds, I don't really like Japanese cannons to begin with, and having default rounds does not help. You do have to pump people full of lead, really heavily. We can look at the stat card real quick. So max speed 611 it says, on height of 5,350. Max altitude is 12k meters. We're never going to get up to that. Rate of climb is 8.2. I don't think that's true. And takeoff run is 300 meters, which is probably true. And the 1 second burst mass is 4.15 kilograms, which isn't that heavy. It's not a very hard hitting plane. Oh, and I forgot the turn time. Turn time is 20.4. So I'm going to talk about how to play this plane right now. So if any of you guys have a Focke-Wulf, this is the best way to put this plane in perspective. It plays like a Focke-Wulf, but climbs a bit better, but it's Japanese, so it doesn't have the firepower, if that makes any sense to you guys. It climbs, it's a boom and zoom, it can't really turn too well, and it's good in the vertical. But the cannons are not as good as a Focke-Wulf. For some reason, though, I still find myself liking this plane more than the Focke-Wulfs. I don't know if it's a new flavor, because it's Japan, you know, if it's just a new flavor, but I do tend to enjoy this plane more than the Focke-Wulfs. Not saying the D series, but I do enjoy it more than the A series. As you can see, I have a lovely camo. I think this plane looks fantastic. To be honest, it's just something about it. It's kind of cute, but it's kind of deadly. I'm not sure. And if I didn't say before, it does have 4 20mm Type 99 Mark II cannons. So we're going to take this thing out into some realistic battles and see what I come up with. See you guys soon. So the j2m3, how do I feel about this aircraft? Overall, if I had to give it a score, I'd give it an 8.5. It adds some flavor to the Japanese tree that is previously not really existent. There's not really a lot of boom and zoom aircraft for Japan. I mean, you could argue the Kai-84s are boom and zoom, but not to this degree. They don't really lock up, and you can turn pretty well with them. Same with the N1Ks. But this plane is in a league of its own, really. It's very, very good at climbing. Fantastic, even. It outclimbs pretty much on all the maps any allied plane, which is great. You'll see Spitfires at your altitude from time to time, but we all know that the Spitfire is a fantastic climber. So, all in all, it's a very good climber, has a good BR, has good guns. Like I said before, I didn't like the guns too much with the normal ammo, but I'm sure they just only get better, and I can manage to kill people with the regular rounds anyway. This plane at high altitude doesn't handle super well. It handles alright. Most planes don't really handle very well at high altitude anyway, And another big problem with this plane is it locks up over 600 really bad. If you don't start to pull up over 700 meters, you are going to crash into the ground, which is a big problem. A plus to this plane, though, is the inverted play. You could play this plane, big redding people. If you guys don't know what a big red is, you'll see me do it. I actually crashed in this because I was big redding somebody. If you've seen videos before, that's how I defensive fly. I like to look behind myself, and I control with my W and S keys my elevator and my ailerons with A and D, and I will completely look behind myself and defensive fly like that. That's good. It works, but you don't see in front of you, and here I am defensive flying against a Corsair, and I crash into a tree. Not a tree, a mountain. Spoiler alert. I'm sure there's a tree on the mountain too, but you know what I mean. Now you also will see how fast I light this town on fire. I don't know if this was luck or if this happens a lot, but I was getting very good shots tonight with the j2m3. How fast people were dying. I one-shotted a Mustang, and I killed a Spitfire rather fast too. So all in all, I like this plane. I like boom and zoom planes. I like the BR. I said I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a good plane. Is it worth the grind? Hell yes. N1Ks are fun to fly too, so you have to go through the N1Ks to get this plane. I think that's a fair trade-off. I do enjoy flying N1Ks. Another thing about this plane is the cockpit is pretty good, so all you sim guys are going to like the cockpit. It's pretty open, especially if you have a track IR. You can lean around the seat very easily and see what's on your tail. So much superstructure in your way, and the sight's pretty good. It reminds me a lot of an I-185. It has a very low oblong cockpit kind of, but it's not to the extreme of the Russian I-185. Dive speed on this plane is very good. You would want it to be good. The turn rate is there's something to be desired, but then again it is a boom and zoom plane, so I can't complain. It's very good. The biggest problem with this plane is stock, at least. I don't have it fully upgraded, like I said, but it overheats in 3 minutes and 40 seconds on full wep. So if you wep to climb, which you're going to have to, because if you climb in a 20, you will lose speed if you're not wepping. You will overheat your engine in 3 minutes and 40 seconds, which by that time you're already at 5K. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. You just pull back all the way, just put it at 0, level the plane out, it'll go down, and then put it at 100 and put it into a 15, which that helps a lot. Sorry for my Steam, I know you guys checked it, I forgot to turn it off, but that's alright. So we're winding down here. I get a couple of nice kills, and then I fall to a Mustang. He completely obliterates me, one shot. I don't know much to say. The plane isn't really durable, but it can take kind of a beating. It is basically a Japanese Focke-Wulf in my eyes. It performs like one, it handles like one, and at some points and sometimes it shoots like one, which is great. So yeah, wait for the post review, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright guys, well that was my first review. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informative enough. I mean, I tried. They're going to get easier as they go along. I'm not a very good public speaker. Becoming a decent commentator was hard enough, and I wouldn't even consider myself decent. I say a lot, which really irritates me, and every time I say it, I'm like, no, you should not have said that, but it just pops out. So I'm very sorry for that. Hopefully I'm going to reduce the ums. We could have an counter, and every time I get like no ums for a video, thumbs up. But anyway, please like, rate, subscribe, comment, dislike if you didn't like it. Hopefully you learned something new. If you don't have this playing yet, maybe this will motivate you to try to grind to it. And anyway, if you guys want to see more of this, more reviews, I'll probably do one a week if you guys want to see it. You know, don't quote me on it. I have said in the past that I want to do something, and you know, it hasn't happened. But please just comment if you want to see more, and I will do them when I can. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon.